Zauważyłem, że on sam dzieli po pół godziny, tak naprawdę.
Noel Mikaelian, December 13th. It's next week. We have this is a very complicated division because of the so many things that have happened. We have received a request from Badu Jack requesting a voluntary defense if he wins against Mikaelian. We have Ryan Rosicki present, and we have Jamil Peralta, who was going to fight, who was ordered to fight interim champion Cieslak. That fight did not happen, and we have interim champion Cieslak present, who has requested to be named mandatory. So we open the floor to understand and see what are the specific petitions.
Hello again, Jack Shalongowski from Knockout Promotions. We represent Michał Cieślak, proudly WBC interim champion. He's here together with us. He was 1 year ago in Hamburg, 2 years ago in Uzbekistan, and 3 years ago in Mexico. He has been patiently waiting for his chance. We are waiting for a rematch, for a second fight of Badu Jack and versus Noel Gabor, and we just hope that we will get a mandatory position for the fight with the winner of this fight. Thank you.
I have a question for you. So you requested to fight for the interim championship last year.
Yes.
It was granted, and we made an exception, and you went to Canada and knocked out a legend, and you are interim champion. But since then, is there no interest to defend such championship?
We have offered, we sent an offer to Jamil Peralta and his promoter, and this offer was very fair in our opinion, but he refused. So there was a course bid offer. We participated, and in the day of the course bid, Jamil Peralta and his promoter, they went off. So that's why we are here, and we just lost a couple of months.
You just reminded me, did you receive the refund from the WBC?
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes, because they sent the participation fee, and I didn't know if it was. So your position is you would like to be the mandatory.
Yes, and we are absolutely ready to, if we win what we believe, we are ready to fight everyone, because Michał went to Congo, he went to Canada, he's not asking about anything, he's always ready to fight, he's willing to fight, and his only dream is to become now the world champion, not an interim.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Yes, Daniel.
Good afternoon, everyone. Daniel Otter, Three Lions Promotions. So first, I would just really like to recap what transpired with Ryan, with the mandatories over the last little bit. First, he fought his first title for the WBC in 2019. Moro Betty, congratulations on your award. You were the first person that sanctioned our belt. So 2023, Ryan Rosicki is made the mandatory. He's to fight Noel Mikaelian. We go back and forth with Don King. We finalize the deal. Don King, the card gets canceled because he's sick, right? We attempt again. We win the purse bid. It has to go to purse bid because we couldn't make a deal. Noel Mikaelian won't fight because he's in legal trouble with Don King. We move forward to 2024 to Hamburg. Again, we're made the mandatory, but this time you crown Badu Jack, which we accepted and we were good with it. We don't make a deal. We go to purse bid. We win the purse bid. Brian gets injured. So kind of at a position now where we were the mandatory, and now we're of course not listed as one. But I just
You won the purse bid?
No, we won the purse bid. Yes,
You won the purse
we
bid.
won the purse bid.
And then the fight
And
was
then
what
His Excellency Turkey came in, said was going to pay more money. We gave the fight to him. If I would have had control of that, maybe we could have postponed that fight, and Ryan would have been able to heal up and fight. But since they had the rights to the fight, they used the substitution and they brought in Noel McCallion 3 weeks before the fight. That being said, everything, I just want to read one quote that Ryan gave to the news. He gave it to Anson Wainwright of the Ring TV, and I just would like, or the Ring magazine, sorry about that. I'd just like to read the quote, and this was given yesterday, just to, clear up and just show the character of Ryan. We all know he's a great gentleman, but I just want you guys to hear this, okay? So this is verbatim of what he said. So Ryan goes, I was the mandatory for a little bit over 2 years, and in that time, I only had one fight. It was a draw. Michał Cieślak from Poland won the interim world title. So as far as I'm concerned, he should get the first shot. He earned it. You shouldn't break them morals. He deserves the shot. It just shows how Ryan is. He's willing to step back. We're not here to argue. Give him the mandatory, give him what we want, but as a request for us, which I think is a fair request, is make a double mandatory. If Cieślak fights the winner of Nolan Badu, the winner of that fight must fight Ryan Rozicki. And that's what we propose, and I think it's a very fair proposal. And I hope that you can, see where we're coming from, of course, guys. Now, all that being said, I would like Don Majeski to give a few words on top of this before you make any decision. He's going to elaborate on some other things and just see where we stand.
Screw all of you guys. That's what I heard. Anyway, look, extraordinary circumstances require extraordinary solutions. Since next month will be January 2026. Since January 2022, there have been 2 mandatory defenses in this division. Not the fault of anyone in the WBC, not the fault of, but just crazy things have happened. Injuries to fighters falling out, promotional disputes between the champion and the challenger. Just everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong. And we had a great man, Rodolfo Sabatini, who had a saying, we will find a solution. The solution I request is that the winner of Battle Jack McHale, which in itself was a mandatory that was reordered because of the decision being controversial, that the winner of that fight boxes Cieślak, and the winner of that fight boxes next against Ryan Rozicki. In the meantime, we will seek a WBC regional title for Rozicki to prove that he is entitled to this fight. We don't want him to come off a long layoff for physical reasons, but also to show that he has the stature to be a mandatory. But I think that's the fair solution. And to close, look, there are multiple champions. These 2 guys, Cieślak and Rozicki, said, we're staying with the WBC. We'd rather wait a year, wait 6 months. We're not going anywhere. This is how much those guys want this and this only title. And I hope you can see it that way, because, this will solve all the problems. The deserving guys will get their shots, and then whoever wants to do whatever they want after that can do. God bless them. Thank you.
I think Ryan just wants to have a quick word too, Mauricio, if that's okay.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you again. I've been dedicated to winning the WBC World Title. You know why, Mauricio? You know why? You're coming. Remember you said you're coming?
Yes.
Yeah.
If may God support you and you win the title, we're going together to Jack Dempsey's grave with the green belt.
So I'm not just. It's more about. I want to be a world champion, of course, but there's more. There's a lot more to it than that.
Thank you so much.
Your time, everyone. Thank you.
Cieślak, can you please come get your bracelet? I would like to know if there are any comments from the board. We have Mikaelian and Jack fighting and requesting skinny, that picture.
It was more than 10 years ago.
Oh, that's a very old picture. We have to update. So we have a request from the fight happening December 13 to have a voluntary. Then we have two requests to be mandatories. Cieslak, who is the interim champion, and Rosicki, who was a mandatory, who won a first bid, and then had a medical situation. I don't know if there is any recommendations, any comments from the Board of Governors. That's a very wise request. We're gonna divide, but if nobody has comments, then we go into the proposal. First, we have to vote if the winner of Jack and Mikaelian is granted a voluntary defense.
Is there a motion on the floor to grant that request? Bismarck Morales moves a second. Peter Stuckey seconds. All of those in favor, please raise your hand. It passes.
Second motion is to appoint Cieslak, who is the interim champion, as the first mandatory of the division, and to appoint or ratify Rosicki as the second mandatory of the division.
Any comments from the board? No? Is there a motion? Peter Stuckey makes the motion, Rex Walker seconds. All of those in favor, please raise your hand. It passes.
Okay. Congratulations. I think it's very fair. I'm a little bit concerned about Peralta, who was ordered to fight Cieslak and is completely left out of the ruling, but there's things that can happen during the year. Congratulations, champion, and we wish you great success. And Rosicki, always very close, hoping the best for you. God bless. Thank you. Light heavyweight division. Yes, Daniel.
Jedno mówię, zawsze blisko, ale...
Sorry, I missed. I didn't see what happened with our request. Did we not vote on the second mandatory here, or? I missed it. I'm sorry. What was it?
Approved.
Rosicki's approved.
Rosicki is approved as the second mandatory. Now you can go to power.
To drugie o walkę, tak? O pasję.
I need to also congratulate Ryan Rosicki. That decision to award and to allow Cieslak before you instead of fighting for the first mandatory is very honorable. This speaks great about you. Thank you so much. Light heavyweight division, David Benavides is one of the proud. Tariq, we finished already. What are you? Please.
Tariq Sadi, Fighting Spirit, for Macabu. About Peralta is why I would like to say something. If Peralta would like to fight Macabu, we can fight for international. Because yesterday we talked about a nice opponent for Macabu. We are open to guest him in Congo for international title if Mauro Betty and the title can be available.
I like that very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Tariq. We go to the light heavyweight division. David Benavides is the champion. Contacted the WBC to request permission to fight in cruiserweight division for another organization and maintain his championship in the light heavyweight category. This is customary. We have done it in the past, and in reality, I see no objection in supporting Benavides. He was very respectful. It is a business decision. However, he was very clear that he would step into the ring representing the WBC, that he is asking the WBC to create a commemorative belt for such fight, and that he will comply absolutely with the WBC rules and regulations and by any mandates by the WBC board. Now, are there any comments on the floor about the light heavyweight division?
Lee Eaton from Queensbury Promotion.
Give me just 1 second. I need to make a note.
No problems.
Thank you.
Lee Eaton from Queensbury Promotions. If David Benavides is moving up to the cruiserweight division, I'd like to request that Joshua Buatsi is fought for a interim world title or a final eliminator. He's the number 2 ranked in the division. So obviously I'd like to request that there's something happens for Joshua Buatsi.
Thank you. Hola, Eric. Are there any other comments on the light heavyweight division? Mention. We have the silver international champion, and we would like to invite you to receive your WBC bracelet. He is the champion coming from Iraq. Is that correct? Kurdistan. Are there any other comments in the division? Is someone representing Artur Beteguier? No. Okay. So I would like to order Artur Beteguier against Joshua Buatsi as a final elimination bout until the time we fully understand the scope of Benavides and the time he will be competing back in this division. But we start with this process. And we order Ben Whitaker and David Morel as a elimination bout as well. Is anyone representing Ben Whitaker? No, he had to fly out. And David Morel? So my proposal is to order 2 final elimination bouts. We are going to establish contact with the 4 boxers. Lee? Oh, Morel? Well, then it's a wrong with Dean. Do you know that? Morel is fighting for the WBO.
Not that we are aware at the time of our meetings.
Okay.
There's a person next week for David Morrell versus Cameron Smith for the WBO interim title, and effectively everything talks to fight Bivol for and who's coming back. Beterbiev is in talks to fight with Bivol for their belts again.
And I think that is exactly precise because Bivol gave up the belt for not wanting to fight Benavides, and he wanted to fight.
If we're going to do a final eliminator or interim world title, I'd go for 2 and 3, or the UK derby.
I didn't understand what you said, sorry.
If you're going to order a final eliminator or interim world title, number 2, Joshua Waxy versus Ben Whittaker.
That's what that's a good proposal.
Okay, thank you.
So I would like to make a recommendation that we order Joshua Waxy against Ben Whittaker, which would be a unbelievable Great Britain event. Do you agree, Robert Smith?
Yes.
Do you think it's doable?
No.
Okay, so that is the motion or the recommendation. Is there a motion?
A motion on the floor to accept the recommendation. Michael George moves. Mauro Betty seconds. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Passes.
We will monitor Arthur Beterbiev and David Morrell specific situation and then move on. Super middleweight division. Victor. We are going to read a press release, a statement that we are making an announcement from the WBC Board of Governors meeting and the extremely complicated situation we have been facing for some time, and it is extremely disappointing, it is sensitive, but this is the way boxing is. So I am going to read the press release. On September, this is the status of the super middleweight division and the executive decision taken by the WBC. On September 13, 2025, Terence Crawford became the WBC World Super Middleweight Champion by defeating Saul Canelo Alvarez in a brilliant performance. The fight was contested for the WBC, WBO, IBF, and WBA titles, which is the undisputed championship of the world. Champion Crawford allegedly earned $50 million on that fight. Appreciating the magnitude of that event and the magnitude of those monies, the WBC modified its rules to limit the boxer's bout fee to 0.6% instead of the 3% which the rules require. The WBC was going to allocate 75% of champion Crawford's boxer's bout fee to the Jose Sulaiman Boxers Fund, which is administered by the Nevada Community Foundation. The fund's mission is to assist fighters around the world in need of humanitarian aid. The fund has benefited hundreds of boxers and their families all around the world. As an example, we just recently, the fund has assisted fighters like Aaron Barkley, who is battling cancer, and the recently deceased Vanes Martirosyan. The WBC put champion Crawford on notice of his failure to comply with express mandates of the WBC rules and regulations, specifically non-payment of the boxer's bout fees for his last 2 fights, against Israel Madrimov and against Saul Alvarez. The WBC sent multiple communications to champion Crawford, his manager, and his legal counsel. Very unfortunately, the WBC did not even receive an acknowledgement of receipt nor any response to any of those communications. The WBC had no choice but to act, considering champion Crawford had received ample notification and multiple opportunities to address and resolve the situation. Accordingly, During the meeting at the 63rd Annual Convention of the WBC, the Board of Governors considered the facts as set forth in the WBC's multiple warnings and demands for compliance with the WBC rules and regulations. The WBC Board has voted to declare vacant the WBC Super Middleweight title effectively immediately. The WBC Board has also ordered a bout between WBC Super Middleweight interim world champion Christian Mbili and the WBC number 2 ranked contender Hamza Shiraz for the now vacant super middleweight title. The board's order included a provision that the winner of that bout will be obligated to fight the number 4 contender Lester Martinez. As a former WBC super lightweight, former WBC welterweight, and WBC super middleweight champion, the WBC wishes Terence Crawford success in his career inside as well as outside of the ring. Mauricio Suleiman, President. It is with deep regret, with deep sadness that all the efforts that the WBC took, all the good faith, all the support given to Terence Crawford, the WBC was instrumental for making Crawford Canelo, for making an event with multi-million dollars at stake for both fighters, life-changing money for their families and their next generations. We did many activations. That ring that we showed made the news all over the world. We made statues. We went to the gymnasiums. We promoted, and just to receive a slap in the face, it's sad. But the WBC and boxing is above everyone. Boxing is above any organization, any promoter, any fighter, and as long as we honor and we respect, we will continue and go on, and the next champion will be as good or better than the champion who has left. So the championship is now vacant. We have ordered Mbili, the interim champion, to fight Hamza Shiraz, who won a final elimination bout, and the winner to fight Lester Martinez, because he was ordered to fight Mbili after a sensational draw that they had in Las Vegas. Lee.
Lee, I'm from Queensbury. I just want to thank you on behalf of Hamza Shiraz for the opportunity to fight for the green belt.
Thank you. Nice to get a positive. Ahmed.
Hi, sir. After listening to everything, fully agreed. Again, congratulations. But I have a request for my fighter, Luka Plantic. Now the title is vacant, fighting Shiraz against Mbili. And I had talks with Robert Diaz, who was representing Lester Martinez. We decided to do a final elimination between both. But now I saw you put Lester Martinez directly as a mandatory. Could we do a fight between Luka Plantic and Charlo maybe for an elimination bout?
How about Munguia?
It's also very good. I accept everything what you say. I forgot Munguia in the ranking, sorry. Sorry, we would love to fight Munguia, even more.
I'm sorry, Ahmed.
Yes, sir.
The ruling yesterday